All right, so let's reverse engineer some success and let's take our smallest, bravest next step. This is also your homework. So as I walk you through this tool, we're doing the homework at the exact same time. So I want you to open your workbooks and I want you to think of a goal, a transformation that you want to make. And at the top of your paper, I want you just to start writing some thoughts that come up for you by this time next year. What will you be doing? What activities will you be enjoying? How will you be feeling? How will you be spending your day? Who are you going to be spending it with? What sort of decisions will you be making? What sort of breaks will you be taking? What sort of projects will you be working on? What sort of activities and hobbies will you be enjoying? I really want you to slow down and think about, by this time next year, how will you be moving through the world? And you can pause the video to take the time that you need to write this down. The next thing that I want you to think about is who can be helping you, right? Who do you know in your network that can help you advance this goal? This is really being clear on what transformation you want to make, what the outcome is that you want. How do you want to feel? I think sometimes, using our bodies and our feelings are a great indicator to let us know that we're on the right track, right? Does this make me feel the way that I want to feel? Do I want to feel healthy, energized, motivated, excited, calm, content, joyful? If you need to, you can Google an emotions wheel to help you come up with some of those feelings words. And then what do you need to do? What specific actions do you need to take? And what is the identity of the person that you need to embody? So for me on my health and fitness journey, my identity was, I am an in-shape woman. I am a healthy and strong woman. When I'm working with my clients, I really ask them to embody the identity that they want. What type of leader are they? I am a powerful and strong leader. I am a smart and successful chief marketing officer. Maybe it has nothing to do with work. It's like, I want to be a healthy and in-shape woman. Okay, well, what does a healthy and in-shape woman do? One of the things I love to remind my clients is we can't achieve tomorrow's goals with today's habits. So if you have a goal to grow your organization to 500 million, we can't do it with our today's $200 million habits. If I wanted to be a healthy and in-shape woman, I wasn't going to be that with today's out of shape, hot tamale eating on the couch woman, right? We have to start thinking about how those habits are going to change. And again, take the time you need, pause the video. I really want you to think about, by this time next year, who are you? What is the identity you want to create? How do you want to feel? Who can help you? And once you feel like you've painted a vivid picture of this that makes you feel the way you want to feel, now we can start reverse engineering the success and what it looks like. Everything in my life, even when I had to transform my business due to COVID, and I stopped just doing generic leadership coaching and I switched to solely focusing on women, I used this approach. By this time next year, how do I want to feel? Who do I want to serve? What type of leader do I want to be? Who can help me? And then I just walked through the same process I'm going to give you. In your workbooks, I want you to write down, okay, if you are on track for that, what do you need to be doing in 9 months? What decisions do you need to have made in 9 months? How do you want to feel in 9 months? Who are you going to be reaching out to? Who is helping you? And then we go to 6 months. If you are on track to meet your goals, what is it looking like at 6 months? What are you doing? What are you not doing? Who is helping you? How do you want to feel? I want you to write those things down. And if you need to pause this video, I really encourage you to do it and get those on your calendar. Then we're going to walk it back and go to 3 months and ask ourselves that same question. What do we need to do? What do we need to not doing? What identity am I stepping into? How do I want to feel? Who can be helping me? Then we go to 1 month, asking those same questions. And take a pause at any time to write these in your workbook, put them on your calendar. Then we look at 1 week. What can I do in 1 week that's going to move me a little bit closer to how I want to feel, what I want to be doing, and where I want to be by this time next year? What do I need to be doing in 1 day? What's something I can do that's going to move me just a little bit closer to my goals? If you remember my early example, when I started to really think about who I wanted to be as an in-shape, healthy, and strong woman, my 1 day activity was simply to write down everything I ate that day. It was that small. And then I want you to think about and write down in your workbooks, what is my smallest, bravest next step? You know, these smallest, bravest next steps can look really, really tiny. You know what? For me, my smallest, bravest next step in my journey was walking out of Target, going back to the grocery section, which is where I should have been in the first place, and not buying any of those clothes and realizing and naming that identity shift that I wanted to have. I want to feel like an in-shape woman. That was my smallest, bravest next step. You know, some of our smallest, bravest next steps can look really inconsequential on paper. It can be writing out an email that you may not send for a while. You may be drafting an ask that, you plan to hold on to for a while. I always joke that sometimes we can change our lives by cleaning out our sock drawer. Sometimes it's just decluttering something. It's throwing away or getting rid of all of those things that aren't working, that set us on the right trajectory to make more room for the things in our lives that are meant to be around us. So, I'm not going to let you off the hook. Hopefully you've done your homework alongside with me. You've gone through this reverse engineering exercise, which is by this time next year. And then we just reverse engineer it, 9, 6, 3, 1, 1, 1. And then you have your smallest, bravest next step. But that's not going to do you much good, because now I want you to embrace this mantra of success loves clarity. Who are you sharing it with? And that is also your homework. Yes, I wanted you to reverse engineer a goal, but I also want you to share it with someone and be clear about what you're trying to create or the identity you're trying to embody, because that's when the universe gets activated. People start talking, people conspire to help you, and that's how we can get things going. So at the end of the day, we've learned a lot of things in this course, and you don't need to do them all. In fact, when people come through this course, I still get emails from folks saying, I learned so much, but when I walked away, I just decided I was going to focus on this one thing and take my smallest, bravest next step. And I'll get emails 9 months, even a year later saying, what, I did this one thing, and here is all the things that have happened in cascade of that event. So take your smallest, bravest next step.